Yo, what's good YouTube? It's boardzy, and this is going to be the highly requested review of Razer's glass skates that are included with the Viper Mini Signature Edition. Ever since I posted my video and mentioned that I was going to try them out, I've just been getting a lot of questions. I have been using them for around a week and a half. So this is by no means a long-term video. I will be making a 1 month of use with the Viper Mini in a few weeks, so I'll speak more about them then. But I can give a pretty good review of them now. I feel they are made of Gorilla Glass 3 compared to just an unspecified aluminosilicate glass on the Pulsar Super Glides. I did a mild dive into the different types of glass. It looks like Gorilla Glass 3 is very resistant to scratching. It's not the latest and greatest in terms of Gorilla Glass though. That would be Victus, but I would presume they did some internal testing and just settled on this. But not to bore people with glass specifications any longer, getting into how they actually feel, these are extremely fast. I'm currently using a Heian mid and the friction is just extremely low. If you ever had Super Glides and felt them out of the box, that's basically how these are still feeling. So as glass skates go, these are definitely speed oriented. I'll just try to show the glide, like trying to put an equal amount of force, and you can see that the Signature Edition just has a lot more speed to it than worn in Super Glides on my Starlight. Again, I want to stress I can't speak to how these are going to feel with months of use on them, but so far they haven't even gotten past the initial phase where it's like hard to click on things on your desktop because every time you click you're just slightly moving the mouse. If you've experienced it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So potentially if you have an uneven desk as well, that's something to watch out for, the mouse just moving on its own when it's sitting still on your desk. The friction is seriously that low, and obviously that high speed will make these skates not for everybody, but the way Razer has it set up now where they're only available as a free add-on in their pretty overpriced $280 mouse. Like, if you get the mouse, you might as well throw them on and see what you think. I was surprised. I expected them to be on the more controlled side, but these are just extremely fast skates. I think the design of the mouse, like the center of gravity, the weight balancing, and just the like even mouse skate design helps out with the initial friction a lot because it really just makes movements feel that much more instantaneous. I would not recommend it for slower paced games where you're going to need a lot of stopping power because it's just like the ptfe skates are good enough. I tested this mouse with the ptfe skates and I performed exactly the same as I am with the glass skates. Like, there's not going to be a difference. If anything, you'll probably be worse with the glass skates, but I just really do like the high quality fast glass skate offering. It seems like they address some of the quality issues. It's not like massively humid. I'm sorry, it's not like I live in a South American rainforest like half of my viewers. Like, it gets pretty humid in summer in New York, but it's not constantly like 90% humidity. So I haven't had any issues with moisture or anything like that yet. I did use them on a glass pad, which is like the cardinal rule. You're not supposed to do it, just to test the scratches, and it really does not seem like there are any scratches. So I'm impressed with the rounded edges, just the quality, the durability of the glass. I have dropped it a few times as well. Not on concrete or anything. If this video gets enough likes, I might do that. But yeah, I don't know the exact spec. I would presume they're 0.6 millimeters though, just with my laser eyes. They do have a sensor ring, which is something other glass skates don't have. So it's really like they went all out on these. I don't know exactly why they aren't selling them separately for other mice. I feel like it would make a lot of sense on the Death Adder V3 Pro, Viper V2 Pro, like maybe throw in glass skates or just sell them additionally for not an egregious price. Something to note with glass skates that are going to be this smooth is you really won't pick up the texture differences on mouse pads. They're all going to feel smoothed out. It's just some will have a more dense feeling glide than others. It's still usable and I would say more controllable on control pads, something like the Pulsar ES2, which is pretty similar to like a GSR SE Saturn Pro. I'll review it soon, but it's in that speed range. So glass skates might not look to be insanely fast on a pad like this, and you really can gain some control in terms of dynamic friction by pressing into the pad, but the initial friction is just still so extremely low. Like, I could just blow on this mouse and get it to move. So that's still the case on a control pad. It is possible to have a controlled experience if you use something like an LGG Jupiter, like a GameSense Radar, even an original GSR. But on most pads, hybrid pads, like any artisan pad, it's just going to feel extremely fast and low friction with these skates. But yeah, I can only speak to what I've experienced, and it's been high quality, nothing that I really prefer over PTFE. Once I'm done with the long-term testing, I will probably go back to PTFE, but it still is something I would like to see Razer sell, like, additionally on the side, because it does seem like they kind of outclass Super Glides. There's also the Lethal Gaming Gear glass skates. Those are basically permanently discontinued for new models, but Lethal's selling the stock of what they have for $8 if you're into control-oriented glass skates. I mean, I guess you can watch my review from a year ago and check out those because they're cheap. But I just feel like Razer's offering is high quality, but it makes an already extremely light mouse feel even lighter in motion. It's very hard to stop. It's hard to like click on things on my desktop like I mentioned. So is it a massive improvement? No. But it's a nice entry into the market. And I mean, I don't know, it's an interesting product. I enjoyed using them. And I don't know, I'm just going to keep using them. If you have more questions about them, feel free to ask in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer. They're very reflective, you know, it's like they seem like good glass from the expert glass analysis that I've conducted. But make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. 99% of people, I would presume, don't even have this mouse, so you can't even get the glass skates to begin with. But if you still watched, leave a thumbs up. Peace.